Welcome to another of our talks, this time on the subject of divine healing, under the heading of Does God Really Heal Today? We believe in healing. We also believe in medical science. For a Christian, there is a sense in which all healing is divine. While God has given doctors the knowledge to be able to help people get better health, medicine can only treat the symptoms of an illness. It is Jesus who does the healing. Healing is mentioned 138 times in the Bible, and significantly, about a fifth of those are in the Gospel. If healing was not important to God, then he would not have directed Jesus to spend so much time healing people during his 3 years of ministry, or talk about it as much as he did. Medicine treats, Jesus heals. Divine health was God's initial goal for humanity from the beginning. It was not healing. Sickness entered the world when Adam and Eve sinned. Because health is God's goal and will, divine healing is a means to that goal. God put value on the human body. Divine healing proves this. God created the body, God heals the body. Jesus purchased the body, God dwells in the body, and God will resurrect the body. Miracles in the Old Testament are comparatively rare and are mainly confined to times of deliverance. There are only 8 healing miracles, 3 of which involve raising the dead. By contrast, healings appear on almost every page of the Gospels. There are 25 healings of individuals by Jesus and 16 descriptions of healing in large groups. There are also 18 healings by the apostles or other followers. What do we mean by miracle? A large part of our problem is that we use the word miracle very casually. Every brand new parent is awestruck by the miracle of childbirth, but actually it's a very natural phenomenon. Early risers are amazed by the miracle of a beautiful new dawn, but one has happened every day for a long time. A better definition would be an event contrary to the laws of nature and attributed to a supernatural cause. What do we mean by healing? Most people wanting prayer for healing are actually looking for a cure. Luke, the doctor, was the only gospel writer to record a passage that shows the difference between cure and healing. When 10 lepers met Jesus, they called out in a loud voice, "Jesus, have pity on us." And when he saw them, he said, "Go, show yourselves to the priests." As they went, they were cleansed. One of them came back, praising God in a loud voice, and Jesus said, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give praise to God except this foreigner?" Then he said, "Go, your faith has made you well." 10 men were cured of leprosy. But leprosy then, as often now, does not just affect the physical body. To avoid transmission of infection, the sufferer was removed from family, friends, synagogue, work. There were clear psychological, social, and spiritual consequences of the disease. 9 of the 10 only received the physical, psychological, and social benefits. 1 came back to worship and thank Jesus. Only he fully realized the spiritual benefit that he was truly healed. This 9 cured, 1 healed narrative shows that healing is much wider than the cure. It's about body, mind, and spirit. Does God answer prayer for healing? Yes. God always answers prayer. Sometimes he quickly gives us the green light of yes. Sometimes the unwelcome but useful red light of no. But often it's the frustrating amber light of wait. In the final chapter of James' letter, he says, Is any among you in trouble? Let them pray. Is any among you sick? Let them call the elders of the church to pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise them up. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. James says prayer for healing is available for all. It should always be patient-centered. It should always be practiced responsibly. So whatever you think on the subject of miraculous healing today, it's always worth praying. The prayer offered in faith cannot be offered at will, because it's not always God's will to heal. This is a certain kind of prayer, and to claim healing does not necessarily bring healing. It's not wrong to call in a doctor. On the contrary, it's wise to do so. It's not for the patient to decide whether he is to be healed in this way or that, but the choice lies with the great physician who never makes a mistake and is perfecting his will in the lives of his children. There is no limit to what God can and may do in answer to fervent, persistent and believing prayer. God does hear and answer prayer. He does heal the sick when it is his gracious will. But his will is best, and if it is his will for us to suffer, then to be healed would have been his second best. When God heals someone miraculously, we get a glimpse of the future when the final redemption of our bodies will take place. When Jesus comes again, we will all receive glorified bodies like his. We will never suffer sickness, pain, grief, or hurt again. The book of Revelation tells us, he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. We are told that suffering, full health, and immortality will come only when the old order of things passes away. Until then, pain, grief, sickness, and eventually death are all part of our human experience. Our Christian hope is the expectation that the best is yet to be. If you would like to know more, then talk to someone you know who is a true Christian, or contact us at any of the addresses given on this slide. If you're local, why not pop in to see us one Sunday morning? You will always be very welcome.